Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learn and Speak. I'm Emma.
And I'm Mike. Today, we're diving deep into a very practical topic, grocery shopping. Whether you're new to an English-speaking country or just looking to brush up on your vocabulary and phrases, this episode is for you. This episode consists of two parts. First part comprises podcast conversation, and the second part consists of vocabulary of difficult words from the podcast conversation.
We'll cover everything from making a shopping list to checking out at the cashier. So let's get started. Making a shopping list is the first step. For example, I need to buy milk, eggs, and bread.
Or, I need to get a gallon of milk, a dozen eggs, and a loaf of whole wheat bread.
Categorizing your list can help. You might divide it into dairy, produce, meat, and pantry items.
Check what you already have at home. Do we have any butter left, or are we out of rice?
Planning meals for the week? You could list ingredients for each recipe. For spaghetti, I need pasta, tomato sauce, ground beef, and Parmesan cheese.
Look up recipes and note down the ingredients needed. Websites and cooking apps are great resources. When you arrive at the store, you might need a cart or a basket. Excuse me, where can I find a shopping cart, or can I get a shopping basket?
Understanding the layout of the store is helpful. Look for signs indicating different sections like produce, bakery, dairy, etc.
If you can't find something, ask a store employee. Excuse me, where can I find the canned beans, or could you help me locate the spices?
Practicing these interactions can make your shopping experience much smoother.
In the produce section, you might say, I need 4 apples, or can I get a bunch of bananas?
When selecting fruits and vegetables, you might ask, are these tomatoes ripe? Or do you have any organic apples?
You might also want to know how to choose good produce. How can I tell if this melon is ripe?
In some stores, you need to weigh your produce. Where is the scale? Or how do I print the price label?
Learning these small tasks can really help you feel more comfortable in the store. In the dairy section, you might say, I need a gallon of milk, or where is the yogurt?
At the meat counter, you can make specific requests like, can I get 2 pounds of ground beef? Or I'd like 4 chicken breasts, please.
For dietary preferences, you can ask, do you have any lactose-free milk, or is the chicken organic? In the dry goods and canned items aisles, you might say, I need a bag of brown rice, or where can I find the canned tomatoes?
When comparing products, you might ask, what's the difference between these 2 brands? Or which pasta is whole grain?
For dietary restrictions, you might need to check labels. Does this soup contain gluten, or is this cereal sugar-free? In the frozen and packaged food section, you might say, I need a bag of frozen peas, or where are the frozen pizzas?
For packaged foods, you might ask, do you have any gluten-free bread? Or, is there a low-sodium version of this soup?
If buying in bulk, you might say, can I get a case of bottled water, or do you have family-sized packages of chips? At the bakery, you might say, I'd like a loaf of sourdough bread, or can I get 6 croissants, please?
At the deli, you can ask for specific quantities or cuts. Can I get a 1/4 pound of ham? Or, I'd like this cheese sliced thin, please.
You might need to ask, does this bread contain nuts, or is this deli meat nitrate-free? In the beverages section, you might ask for specific drinks, like where can I find sparkling water, or do you have any almond milk?
For alcoholic beverages, you might say, I'd like a bottle of red wine. Or where is the craft beer section?
For non-alcoholic options, you might ask, do you have any kombucha, or is there a section for energy drinks? At the checkout, you can say, I have some coupons, or can I use this discount?
In store, you might ask, is this item on sale? Or, do you have any promotions today?
If the store has a loyalty program, you can ask, how can I sign up for a membership card, or can I use my rewards points? When you're ready to pay, you might say, I'm ready to check out, or can I get these bags, please?
You might be asked, how would you like to pay? Common responses are, I'll pay with cash, or can I use my credit card?
If you're bagging your groceries, you might say, could you double bag the heavy items, or I'd like paper bags, please?
Some stores offer additional services like carry-out assistance or home delivery. You can ask, can someone help me carry these to my car? Or do you offer home delivery services? Well, that wraps up our deep dive into grocery shopping.
Categorizing. Arranging items into categories or groups based on shared characteristics. Example, categorizing your list can help. Pantry. A small room or closet where food, dishes, and utensils are kept. Example, you might divide it into dairy, produce, meat, and pantry items. Recipe. A set of instructions for preparing a particular dish. Example, you could list ingredients for each recipe. Cart. A vehicle with either 2 or 4 wheels that is pushed or pulled by hand. Example, excuse me, where can I find a shopping cart? Basket. A container used to hold or carry things. Example, can I get a shopping basket? Layout. The way in which the parts of something are arranged. Example, understanding the layout of the store is helpful. Produce. Fresh fruits and vegetables. Example, in the produce section, you might say, I need 4 apples. Organic. Grown or produced without synthetic chemicals or fertilizers. Example, do you have any organic apples? Ripe. Fully matured and ready to be eaten or used. Example, are these tomatoes ripe? Weigh. To measure the weight of something. Example, in some stores, you need to weigh your produce. Label. A small piece of paper, fabric, or material attached to an object to give information about it. Example, how do I print the price label? Dairy. Products made from milk. Example, in the dairy section, you might say, I need a gallon of milk. Yogurt. A dairy product made by fermenting milk with a bacterial culture. Example, where is the yogurt? Counter. A flat surface in a store or kitchen where food or goods are prepared or sold. Example, at the meat counter, you can make specific requests. Lactose-free. Not containing lactose, a sugar found in milk and dairy products. Example, do you have any lactose-free milk? Ground beef. Beef that has been finely chopped by a meat grinder. Example, can I get 2 pounds of ground beef? Canned. Preserved by being sealed in a can. Example, where can I find the canned tomatoes? Comparing. Examining 2 or more items to determine their similarities and differences. Example, when comparing products, you might ask about the difference between these 2 brands. Dietary. Related to the kinds of food that a person eats. Example, for dietary restrictions, you might need to check labels. Gluten. A protein found in wheat and other grains that can cause health issues for some people. Example, does this soup contain gluten? Sugar-free. Not containing sugar. Example, is this cereal sugar-free? Frozen. Preserved by being made extremely cold. Example, in the frozen and packaged food section, you might say, I need a bag of frozen peas. Low sodium. Containing a reduced amount of sodium, often used for health reasons. Example, is there a low-sodium version of this soup? Bulk. Large quantities of something. Example, if buying in bulk, you might say, can I get a case of bottled water? Deli. A store or counter where prepared foods are sold. Example, at the deli, you can ask for specific quantities or cuts. Sourdough. Bread made using a fermented mixture of flour and water. Example, I'd like a loaf of sourdough bread. Croissant. A flaky, buttery pastry shaped like a crescent. Example, can I get 6 croissants, please? Nitrate-free. Not containing nitrates, which are often added to processed meats as preservatives. Example, is this deli meat nitrate-free? Beverages. Drinks of any kind. Example, in the beverages section, you might ask for specific drinks. Sparkling water. Water that contains dissolved carbon dioxide gas. Example, where can I find sparkling water? Craft beer. Beer made in a traditional or non-mechanized way by a small brewery. Example, where is the craft beer section? Kombucha. A fermented, slightly alcoholic beverage made from tea. Example, do you have any kombucha? Coupons. Vouchers that provide discounts on certain products. Example, I have some coupons that I'd like to use at checkout. Discount. A reduction in the usual price. Example, can I use this discount? Promotions. Special offers or discounts intended to increase sales. Example, do you have any promotions today? Loyalty program. A system where customers earn rewards or discounts by frequently shopping at a particular store. Example, how can I sign up for the loyalty program? Membership card. A card that identifies the holder as a member of a loyalty program or organization. Example, can I use my membership card to get a discount? Rewards points. Points earned by shopping, which can be redeemed for discounts or other benefits. Example, can I use my rewards points?
We hope these phrases and tips will help make your next trip to the store smoother and more enjoyable.
Thanks for joining us on Learn and Speak. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in next time for more practical English lessons. Bye everyone.